surprise me on my birthday with a gaming mouse. We'll decorate with Funko Pops of Baby Groot. Our matching X-Wing pilot suits will be too cute. We'll talk about the physics of the time loop that McFly is in and tear up at the ending of Avengers Endgame. We'll have no shame. The Muggles can say that we're crazy. The normies can say we're absurd. I don't care, I just need you, baby. 'Cause you know how to love me like a nerd. Like a nerd! It's so titillating when you get a Fortnite kill. And join me for an MST3K and chill. Babe, we fit together just like Tetris shapes. You prove that not all superheroes dress in capes. I knew you were the one when we spent 30 hours with no showers fighting World of Warcraft bosses in our PJs. I'm with you always. The Muggles can say that we're crazy. The normies can say we're absurd. I don't care, I just need you, baby. 'Cause you know how to love me like a nerd. Like a nerd!
You're listening to the Nerd Couple Show. Settling nerd couple arguments one episode at a time.
Oh, completely mental.
Honestly, Ron, you're saying that about someone else.
What?
And
It
here's
is,
your
you know.
host, John
Tim
Page
Page
and
and John
John
Curtis.
Curtis.
'Cause you know how to love me like a nerd.
Good morning, nerds.
Happy Sunday, nerds!
On today's
Sunday.
show, we're going to do an Ask a Gen Zer. Do we 40-something Gen Xers know the slang of today?
Of course. For our show, producer Harleen Quinzel's birthday today, we'll have some fun and ask the question, which character are you from some beloved classics?
But first up, Nerd Couple Argument. Is there a tipping point for leaving your favorite fandom? I think it's early on a Sunday to dive into this topic. This
It
is more of
is.
a Saturday topic.
I know. But-
So from JK Rowling to toxic fans, where do you draw the line and say, that's it, I'm out?
Yeah, this question came up because we just finished Super Pumped, the battle for Uber, Showtime show starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
And by episode 6, I was done with Uber.
And I left the Star Wars franchise, or I will never leave
You
the Star
almost
Wars
left the Star Wars franchise.
I left the Star Wars Facebook group last week for someone being toxic, and the title is the non-toxic Star Wars group. I'll get into that.
I don't know if we should have said that out loud. But anyway, we love Super Pumped,
Yes.
which is what brought all this up. But
Do we love Uber?
so it really got us talking about all the things that we basically, this is hard because we have to keep a positive show.
Yes.
But we want to tackle this toxicity in fandoms.
Right.
What made us think about Super Pumped because it really explored the toxicity at Uber.
Right.
And here we are. We love an app. We love Uber. How do you not? How would the world exist without Uber? But it's created by someone who's basically an ass. I don't know how else to say it.
Happy Sunday. No, so the show itself executed really well, right? So I'm going to give the show props and praise for portraying
That's
the
not what we're
story.
talking about.
I know.
We're talking about.
I just needed to mention that. Now, going back to when Uber was experiencing all this real time in the early 2000s and 2010, around then, I kind of picked up pieces of it in the news, knowing that it was kind of, some bad stuff going on at this company, but it didn't really just register with me, and I was still using Uber. Cut to
I don't even remember that.
after watching this show, and I cannot believe the stuff that went down. Shady.
But we're not going to get too much into Uber because that's not what this is about.
Right.
That's just what brought this about. And then, of course, in the news right now, there's a lot of stuff on Elon Musk and Twitter and
Oh, boy.
do you stay with Twitter or not?
Uh-huh.
It just seems like there's a lot going on. We just wanted to kind of touch on this topic.
Yes.
And get your opinion, what you guys think about.
Where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line? So what made you finally draw the line in the Facebook group that we are going to bleep out later before it goes live?
Well, okay, maybe I'm being sensitive, so maybe it's me. So please, feedback, guys. The post was about the new Kenobi series coming up, and it started with, like, does this rankle you at all when I say these words out loud? I never wanted or asked for a Kenobi series. That was the beginning of the post.
Okay, but if the beginning of the post is I never wanted or asked for a Kenobi series, but then the post goes on to say, but I'm so freaking excited for
That was
it.
that was not what he was saying at all. He was like, it essentially was like, I don't really care for it, but okay, whatever. You don't find that a little?
I just don't get why I'm eating ice. Ice is coming out.
It's very pleasing to the ears.
I don't get why anybody ever puts anything negative up. I literally have unfriended people who I'm not close with, because if you're close with me, I'll call you out on it. If I'm not close with you and you put up something like, went and saw the new whatever it is, I don't care if it's like the new Jackass. I think I've never even watched those movies. I'm never going to watch them. But there's no need to go up and rant about how you hate something in the public.
Right.
What's the point? It's someone loves it. And a lot of people put their work and their hard work into whatever it is. Yeah. Especially a show like Kenobi.
Oh,
I've heard the behind the scenes. It's taken a lot longer to get it done. It's really hard to make.
Exactly. And you don't even have to watch it. So why put that out in a public forum, like just creating that negative energy? Actually, but maybe it was me. So
well, it wasn't. And I also want to say on one of the groups, there was somebody who did a similar post where she says, I'm really shy, so I never post, but I had to come here and say, the Batman was really long.
I mean, that's not toxic.
It was, though. I might be missing part of it, because I remember reading it going, so you never say anything, and you've chosen your one time to come say something negative.
It's negative, but does that translate to toxic?
It does because
it is long.
Because then people start chiming in what they don't like about something. If you post that, it creates a toxic environment.
Well, we said it on air that the movie was long,
right? But we're also praising the movie in our same sentence. Her post could have been, I really thought that Robert Pattinson was great, and I love these elements, but it was too long. It was literally like, I'm coming here to bitch that it was long.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I see that.
Or that I didn't like it, so all I can say is it's long, or whatever you say.
Mm-hmm. So to wrap up the post, though, so I got into it with this person, and I was willing just to let it slide. I'm moving on, whatever. But then I realized this person was an admin, okay? Oof. But I was still willing to let it go. And the last thing I wrote was, he was like, listen, I said respectfully, and it's not toxic, it's just my opinion. And I said, look, man, it's not disrespectful, but it is toxic. And the admin deleted that comment. That's where I drew the line.
But also, just saying respectfully doesn't make it respectful.
Respectfully, you're a dirtbag. It's not really respectful.
We're definitely going back and bleeping out the name of the group. I'm part of the group still, but there's a difference. I don't scroll and get involved in everything. I would probably still be a member of that group if I wasn't getting into it with an admin who then deleted my post calling him out for being toxic. Jason says, if you don't want toxicity, then you should probably just not be on the internet. Reddit, Twitter, etc. are all super toxic.
Oof, that is a good point. That being said, we can't not be there.
Let's talk about the people who are at the tops, who create the toxicity, or who've created something we love and are toxic. So let's take Star Wars, for example.
Yes. If George Lucas.
I've heard a lot of bad stuff about George Lucas, that he is kind of an asshole. Maybe an egomaniac is a better word.
Okay.
I didn't work with him. And you know what, George, I'm sure you're great. I'm just bringing up conversation right here.
Uh-huh.
But like, if you find out that, let's say he did something terrible to women.
Okay.
Would you totally leave Star Wars?
No, of course not. We would just treat it the same way we do Harry Potter with the JK Rowling thing.
She gave it to us. It's now ours.
Yeah.
She's not allowed to be.
Thank you, George. Mm-hmm. Don't do those bad things. But he is not doing those bad things. He's a saint. So love you.
Well, you know what's funny is I hear a lot of bad things about a lot of directors who've created a lot of our favorite things. So
yeah. I mean, if that was the case, half of the art in the world would be lost to us.
No. But I will say, I haven't done it yet, but the whole time watching Superbad, I was like, I want to delete Uber.
So why didn't you?
Superbad. Super pumped.
Super pumped. Why didn't you delete Uber?
I'm on the fence because I want to know more about their current culture. Have they fixed the problem since they got rid of?
According to the show, it's not the war room, it's the peace room.
Right. So I would love to hear from the women who work there. Is it a better environment?
Let's call up Ariana Huffington.
Oh my God. Focus Computing says Buffy. Yes, that's a great example.
Oh, Joss Whedon?
Because Buffy, yeah. So Buffy is a beloved series. I love Buffy. I've rewatched the whole series, well, most of the series anyway, since in the last few years.
I mean, Joss Whedon gave us a lot. We got to go back.
It's true. Dr. Horrible.
Firefly.
Well, I never watched Firefly. I couldn't get into it.
It's amazing.
But Buffy's a great example because it is it's very deep in sort of the culture of its created shows since, like even Lily and Astrid Save the World. That's a new series, reference Buffy as that's who they are. Like Buffy is ingrained in us, but I don't think we stopped watching it because of stories of Joss Whedon. Although the funny thing is, like, gave it to us. Joss Whedon, though, my friend Jenna has an amazing story about working with him and how kind he was. So I hate that. Like,
here's a question. Let's say it's halfway through the second season. Joss Whedon is still helming Buffy, and then we hear all of this stuff come out. He's not fired, but do you still keep watching the show you love?
It's tougher in it. Like, well, I mean, I'll even say, like, I loved The Cosby Show. Harley loved The Cosby Show. We would have watched that still today, and now I cannot watch it.
I know.
I cannot watch it.
Well, because he's the face of it, though.
Yeah,
that's different. Joss Whedon was the face of Buffy. It'd be harder to consume.
It's tough. It's. I think the world we live in, I think that there's a movement that's going to make everything better, even though in our society, everything that's change moves slow.
Yeah.
Technology moves fast, like the speed of lightning, and change moves like we're still back in the 1800s. So we may not even see it in our lifetime.
Yeah,
but I do believe that Harley will see in her lifetime a much more peaceful.
Who knows the way things are going? Next up on Fox, the Harvey Weinstein Show, starring Harvey Weinstein.
God, if we go backwards. Kimberly Smith says, same to Buffy. I want to also say thank you, Kimberly Smith, for not divorcing Jason when you guys had to leave Lowe's to make our show on time.
Yes. Also, I like what she said. Buffy for life.
We need you guys here. Jason says, should we cancel your intro song because it mentions World of Warcraft, which was created by misogyny of Blizzard? Oh, how does that need to go? Actually, let's talk about the misogyny of Blizzard. Is that's still a big? Yes. Have they done any changes?
I do not know what you guys are talking about.
I just heard about this yesterday.
It's still in the news.
Please be explaining.
Mason told me about it, but basically, there's a whole thing that the company
So it's like
they harass their employees and they do terrible things to them, and they like they'll name their characters after their employees, and then when they kick their employees out or when their employees are they leave, they change the name of the character a million times. They're terrible to their employee.
Well, that doesn't sound that bad, but what I've heard what I've heard is there's I mean, like the character thing. Like I'll change the name of I'm character if you leave too.
Yeah.
But there is toxicity. I've heard things about how they treat women, especially, but that's a gaming worldwide thing.
Yeah, the gaming world does need some gender parity, but it sounds like it's another Uber culture at Blizzard, right?
I think that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's what I'm saying. Do we leave the fandoms or do we become part of the change and help foster better environments for everybody?
Well, I think it's like the character Austin, playing Austin in Super Pumped. She said at the end, you need to be, to the other women she was talking to, you need to be better than all of them so that there's no excuse for them getting rid of you.
It really sucks.
It sucks. It totally sucks, because then when they cannot get rid of you because you are that good, you create the change. Oof, sorry, guys.
But like even in the Super Pumped where she was
again.
poking yourself in the eye, John Curtis. This is fun. I'm just going to stop talking and let him put eye drops in his eye for all of you to see.
That's beautiful. Go ahead. What you say is moving me.
In Super Pumped, it was like the woman you're talking about who says that in Super Pumped is like they can't get rid of her because they need her because she's
that good.
And even the super boss who everybody says is a horrible person had super respect for her.
Yes.
But even in that case, when she came to him that she was sexually harassed, like by literally being touched in places she shouldn't have been touched, the boss basically said,
it just wasn't,
that sucks.
It wasn't in his DNA to properly address it. which sucks for someone in that high of a position. Well, great nerdy stuff.
Well, you've been wanting to talk about this for a long time.
I do.
And I
I
kept
do.
pushing it off and pushing it off. I'm like, well, while we're in our sort of practice shows, as we call them, trying to figure out what this show is and how to do it.
Yes, Kimberly Smith makes a good point. The problem is the court of public opinion is the judge, juror, and executioner.
I think it's a problem, but also it's the solution. Because if you
Well-
think about it, these people would be getting away with this stuff if there wasn't things like the Me Too movement, if they weren't being held accountable. I think the problem comes in when we try to hold everything to the same standards. Someone who made a stupid tweet to be funny 10 years ago is not the same as a Weinstein.
Yeah.
And people want to put them in the same.
Right.
court.
James Gunn is no Weinstein.
Yes. Well, I wasn't going to name.
Yes.
It's not even just him, though. I mean, like other people, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, like people have been called out for this stuff.
Right.
Plenty. It's like, especially if you're a comedian.
I also think though that their response to us calling them out is very important.
Oh yeah.
Because if you brush it off and you're like, oh, I was just joking, like take a joke, I'm gonna be like, you're a jerk, I'm never gonna support you again. But if you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I've changed and I will do better from now on, then I'm more likely to be like, okay, you're cool, you can stay.
we actually had this whole conversation with Harley about Mark Wahlberg. We didn't even know
Oh,
people had issues with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Like Mark Wahlberg. What's wrong with Mark Wahlberg?
But he, did some really terrible things apparently when he was younger. And we were like, he grew up in a racist town with racist people. That's how you're taught. We're not forgiving him. But when he comes out and says, I shouldn't have done that, I'm sorry, we're like, okay, he's grown and he's showing that with his actions. And Harley's like, no.
I think that your level of apology should match the level of like terrible thing that you did. Yes. If you made a tweet, then you can address it by saying, oh, sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you did the things that Mark Wahlberg did, you need to go the extra mile to prove that you are not that person anymore. Do you see what I'm saying?
Hear you.
To wrap this up, Adrienne has a great little point. She says, if the toxicity is still providing financial or societal gain for the bad person, find another show or company to support.
Ooh,
It's a good way to look at it.
really good.
Christy
That's why our
says-
nerds are the best.
People make mistakes and people change. And if they change for the better, then I'm not going to hold them for the past toxicity, we'll say.
Well said.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks for all that. Let's move on to something more fun.
Vision, have you seen the kids?
We should probably just change subjects.
Let's have some fun for Holly's birthday.
But it's your birthday.
Okay, so to start, since he's not going to say this line, our new segment, Ask
Ask
a
a Gen Zer.
I love the little transition because that little note actually reminds me of the Buffy the musical. And you guys who are Buffy fans will know which song I'm talking about, I think, too.
So I personally don't think we need this segment at all. You know why?
Because you know all the slang.
I know all the slang because I was in the car. I was in the car the other day. The song came on and I'm like, this song is slapping. See?
You can see Harley's face. Okay.
I'm gonna leave. Bye.
Harley's gonna give us some words and we're gonna see if we know what they are. Audience, you guys chime in with us.
Yeah, please. What do you got?
All right. I'm going to start you off easy.
Okay.
What is fam?
Fam.
Fam? Like family. What's
this
up, fam?
This is our family. But it could be outside of just your it's usually not even your family, like you guys.
The guys at work
although
would
you
say-
guys are my fam.
As you guys would say, bro.
Yeah. Even the guys at work would be like, what's up, fam?
Oh wait, you use fam as bro?
Mm,
Bro
Yeah.
is we're
Yeah.
older than bro.
Yeah, we go, oh, what's up, fam?
Bro is a millennial term.
yeah, but we would use bro at work all the time too.
What would be our equivalent as when we were kids? Or not kid, or like
Dude.
teens?
Homie.
Dude.
Dude.
Dude. Dude.
Dude was our bro.
Dude.
We still say dude. But
I'm having basketball flashbacks.
Christy says the look that you gave, she's dying. Yeah, that's what we live with constantly. All right, what's the next one?
okay.
Fam bam.
What does being the CEO of something mean?
Are you the boss?
You're your boss. You know,
You're taking it too literal.
You're the
You're like the king of a subject.
I am the CEO of.
I'm the CEO of slang, yo.
I don't feel like I'm the CEO of anything. That's why I couldn't think of something.
I would say, John, you are the CEO of Star Wars knowledge.
Well, if you say so.
I don't even know if I'd be the CEO of anything.
You're the CEO of me, babe.
Oh my God. I wish then we wouldn't have so many arguments.
What? That's what the show is about.
Being the boss of you and being the CEO of you are two different things.
Yeah,
I'm the
that's true.
boss
That's
of you,
true.
not the CEO. Next up.
What is dank?
Ah,
Sounds
it's
like
really cool, like kind of in an underground way, kind of like not underground, but like
I'll give you a scenario. I take a sip of a drink, a Dr. Pepper, and I'm like, oh, that's dank.
I'm assuming that you meant it was good. Like it had that good burn and it tasted good.
Basically means it's really good.
So I can't be like, got a new iPhone. It's dank.
Sure.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I did that correctly. Dank.
What's next?
Okay. What does cap mean?
Captain America.
Cap.
What's up? Wait, cap?
Captain Crunch.
No.
No cap. That's cap.
That's Chris Evans.
Like a cappuccino? I need a cap. I need give me. Hey, I want an espresso and a cap.
Like, no cap. I love Harry Potter.
No joke. Like you mean it.
So what's it short for?
I don't know.
They don't. Sometimes these guys are saying words that aren't short for
But
anything.
it's like just no cap. Like I'm not lying. I'm not lying to you.
Hafugu says it's short for Kappa. I'm Twitch smart.
Well,
But see, Kappa then is bad to me in my mind because
Wait.
isn't that a fraternity type thing? Which means if it's Cap, it's bad.
not all fraternities are bad. Which I have a hard time saying that, but I know for a fact that some people in the chat right now are from a very good fraternity.
Okay. So wait, Summer says, good morning, Summer. Summer says dank means mildew.
And Christy got cap right. Or
No
whoops,
cap.
I did the wrong one.
For real.
Justine did too.
Yeah. Cap is you're lying, right? Yes. And Justine, no cap equals for real.
Correct.
Uh,
Okay.
Good job, nerds.
wait, I'm still confused on Cap, but continue.
Cap means like if I cap, if I'm capping, I'm like
Telling the truth.
I'm lying.
Oh, you're lying.
Oh,
I'm not,
like,
if I'm
would you
not
say-
capping, I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
No cap. I love Harry Potter.
Okay.
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 Okay. What does simp mean?
Like a simpleton.
I'm
Don't be
simping
a-
on you.
no,
I'm,
don't- like,
I'm
don't be-
digging on you.
No, it's like don't be a simp. Like you don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
Like,
going to tell you right now. I will look it up in the Urban Dictionary.
I'm right, right?
I
It's
have-
simpleton.
we
It's-
we used simp in East St. Louis, and it probably did not mean
Wait,
what you guys
wait,
are
wait,
saying.
wait,
Does
wait,
not
wait, wait.
mean what you think it means.
it's
No.
not simpleton.
No.
Gosh dang
It
it!
means.
I don't like being old.
I mean, it's kind of simpleton, but it's like it's a jerky like term for dudes when their dude is like really in love with a girl, or they're like they'll do anything for their girl. Oh, you're such a simp. You're simping for her.
But that's not a bad thing.
Exactly.
In
that's
the
point.
extreme, though.
No, no,
Well,
no.
don't.
John is a simp.
No.
But that's not a bad thing.
but
that
they're
you would
not.
do anything
It
for your
isn't.
lady.
It is not a bad thing. Dudes use it.
It's the same
to
way they
be a bad
use
thing.
like p-whipped or whatever, right? Like
So
in
yeah.
a bad way.
Also, like it's simp is like that guy that says "milady."
You're whipped. Yeah, it's the same context.
Yeah.
But she's saying guys say it too is a
Guys
bad
say
thing.
It's a
too,
but
bad
it's not-
thing.
But it's not a bad thing to want to take care of your
Okay.
woman.
I
Change
say it,
change
but-
the culture.
It could be other way. I say it all the time. I simp so hard for Fred Weasley. I simp so hard.
Now
for
see,
him.
that's how we use
So
it
how
back
come
in the
you guys
day.
get to use it in the good way and then it
No,
poo-poos on us?
no. It's not. Dudes do it to other dudes.
Oh.
To poo-poo on
Christy
dudes.
says I was way off with what I thought simp was. we
Please,
want to know what
please
you
explain what you thought. Let everyone
Okay.
know.
thought.
This one's kind of funny. Take several seats.
Take several seats. Like you need to really sit down because you're annoying me.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
Like John just takes several seats, like daily, like now, like
know,
later.
I'm gonna take several seats right now.
Like if you say something where it's like out of pocket, if you know what that means.
Yeah, it's all the money I spend on you guys. It's
Sure,
out of
okay.
pocket.
If you say something that's like it's incorrect, I'll go take several seats because I'm about to learn you. You know what I'm
Right.
Oh.
So it's like more emphasis.
I feel like
Don't-
this
not
is
just take a seat, take several
saying? Take
seats.
several seats.
I feel like
yeah.
this is a term that Summer Walters, Nerd Summer Walters,
Yes.
should use
Yes.
because she can
Spe-
school you on some things.
Speaking of Summer Walters,
she says,
sit all the down.
Ah, Summer's so funny. Wait. Heath says, I sip hard for sugar vanilla lattes and I don't care what that makes me. Also, can I really point out really quick that Heath is our new, all the guy voices except the Peter Parker.
Right.
We had to make John do. All those guy voices you're hearing, Beetlejuice, Batman, Ron, they're all
Vision.
Heath.
Heath is a badass. Oh,
And
I
Lily
muted
eyes
out the
are
wrong
weird.
word. I can say bad. I can't say ish.
Okay. What does it mean to sip tea or spill the tea?
Spill
Okay,
it
so
tea.
before you say anything, I actually had this conversation with Harley because I was like, okay, I get that tea means like I want to hear the gossip, but I was
Right.
like, is it tea as in truth? As in we're gonna have tea time? Like where did
No,
tea
spill the
come
tea.
from?
It's truth. Like, let's
But
hear
it's,
it.
but
It's
it's
like
not because you could be
gossip.
gossiping it, not
Yeah.
necessarily be true. It'd be getting the tea.
I'm about to spill the tea right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's more comes from like the sort of that gilded age. We're sipping tea and
Yeah.
gossiping about what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute.
All right. We'll do like 2 more.
Okay.
What does it mean when something is living rent free?
Oh,
it's-
he's living rent free in my head.
Yeah, like it needs to get out. I need to stop thinking about
yeah.
it. It ain't paying rent. It don't belong there.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, you got it.
See, we're hip. We're with it.
We just know that we don't want to pay rent.
What does period mean?
With a T at the end.
Yes.
Period. Just stop. This is it. Whatever I just said is it. Done. Kinda close.
Yes.
What's the etymology of that?
It's
Period.
not just
End of
period.
sentence.
It's like
Done.
period. Like
Oh.
I'm extra dotting it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right, that was fun. I want to have some more fun. Let's move on. Summer says
What a couple of
nothing.
corpses, am I right?
I think they're kooky in a normal kind of way.
Thank you, Heath.
I just want to say that Christy Lee says my cat lives rent free.
Yeah. Hashtag cats are dicks.
Okay, so we thought it would be fun to ask you guys about yourself and about us.
Yes.
Who you think we all are from some favorite fandoms and why.
Yes.
So we didn't pick ones you might think like Star Wars
Or
and
Harry Potter.
But we do want to start with one of Harley's favorites because there are personality types that we are for sure. So first up, Winnie the Pooh. Who is everybody?
Okay.
Now I want to say that our dog Wicket is by far Eeyore, which every
Yes.
once in a while she has a little like Tigger come out,
Right.
but she's mostly Eeyore.
Yes.
At first I thought I'm sometimes Eeyore, but really who I am.
No.
Who do you think I am? Because I know who I think I am.
You're the rabbit.
Yes,
You're the rabbit.
that's exactly who
You're
I am.
100% the rabbit,
I gotta have everything's done. We gotta get things organized. Do
Yes.
not bend the rules. Let's just get it done.
which makes me 75% Tigger, 25% Pooh.
You are Winnie the Pooh.
I am 75% Tigger, 25% Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, look, Harley, who are you?
I would say I'm Eeyore
Yeah.
most of the time.
I lost the pictures. Oh no, I had a website. I must have actually
See?
deleted it.
Justine gets it. Jen is rabbit. John is Tigger.
You only see the Tigger side.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the part where he just eats a lot either. He's always foraging for some honey.
I am for 25% foraging. Ah.
I had this really fun website that I wanted to share with you guys because it literally lists all the people we're going to talk about in their the Briggs Meyer,
Yeah.
their personalities, and it describes their personalities. And I just
Lost it.
closed it getting ready for the show.
Fail, babe.
I'm going to post it in the show notes so you guys can all go through and find your personalities and who you are. Summer says, thanks, Harley. I didn't have to type that answer. I
For
missed,
the rabbit?
for you, for who you
Oh,
were.
for me?
And
Oh.
who did you say you were again?
Eeyore.
I I mean, you have your Eeyore days.
It's so sad.
I think that you're.
I'm probably half Eeyore, half Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
All right, nerds, who are you?
All right.
What's the next one? I'm gonna have to abstain from this one.
Supernatural.
I just don't know enough about it.
Well, Harley knows who we are from Supernatural.
Yeah.
Who do you think we are?
I would probably say that John is Sam.
Which one is Sam?
Tall one, thirst
good
for
hair.
knowledge.
Wait,
really
Used
the
to
nice.
be
long
a
hair or
younger
the short
girls.
hair? The long hair.
Yeah.
Ah, good hair. I'll take it.
It's tough because I almost want to. I mean, Dean is more snarky, right? He's more of a snarky. He loves pie.
Yeah.
So there is essences to John.
And Dean did the Eye of the Tiger thing. And I
True.
love Eye of the Tiger.
Technically, that was Jensen. It was a Jensen moment. Yeah.
And
Gotcha.
then Sam.
I just think Sam is the logical thirst for knowledge. Let's sit down and think about this one. Whereas Dean is more like, let's shoot first, ask questions later.
Let's just go.
Oh, I love shooting first.
Well, I do see how that would make me more Dean.
Yeah. But if you're anybody, I don't know if you've met him yet, but you're Bobby.
Oh yeah, Bobby.
Yeah. You're the
Because
snarky,
I don't
like,
want to deal with the bullshit. Just do
Yeah,
your job, get it
yeah.
done.
you're like,
A lot of
are you an
bleeping.
idiot?
I know,
Do this correctly. Yeah. You're that.
Who are you?
And you are?
Probably Castiel. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I just want to get this over with. I'm just here, you know.
All right.
So Kimberly and Summer, I'm assuming they're saying they're both Dean.
Mm-hmm.
And Justine and Kayla, you both said some great things, but we don't know what you're referring to. So tell us what you're referring to in your 120% insane.
Oh, I like the next one though.
And Summer says Siamese twins, John and Jen are Dean. Give me a little bit of the personalities. Okay.
Both sides of Dean.
What's next?
Next is
Breakfast Club.
yes.
What was the dance they did in Breakfast Club?
A lot of different ones.
I could do the Ali Sheedy dance.
I feel like right off I think Harley's a mix of Ali Sheedy
Yep.
and the princess because you
Arnold.
like
Yep.
to dress nice and have good things, but you don't want you don't want to deal with anybody's crap.
I also like weird things. I'm like into the like true crime and the weird drawings and stuff. So
Yeah, I'd say you're like just spliced right
So
down
are
the middle.
you the
between-
athlete?
No,
yes.
Who
Oh
are
no,
you?
you're the mathlete. You're the nerd.
I
You're
am.
100%.
Yes. Okay,
Why?
75% the nerd, 25%.
No, you're not the bad guy
No.
at all.
No.
You're the athlete guy.
I
The
want to be the
jock.
bad guy.
You're
You
not.
can't be the
I
bad
need to
guy.
tell you.
Maybe when you're acting on films because you do that well, but in real life, you're not the bad guy. Hafugu says Harley is Crowley, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
She likes that.
Yeah.
answer.
Who's Crowley?
yeah. He's the king of hell. He's on that yells and makes sarcastic comments. So yeah.
Nice.
And Hafugu says John is the janitor from Breakfast Club.
Hey.
Hey, he's in all the John Hughes films.
Oh, okay.
Mom, you're princess.
You
You're
think?
Molly Ringwald. Yeah.
I would
Who's
make
the one
her
making it?
Emilio Estevez.
The jock.
Yeah. Because of your
No.
drive.
But you don't have that like.
Who is the
jerk
most
element.
bossy one?
The princess.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
One. Summer says my twin sister watched The Breakfast Club every day. I have blocked out that movie and its characters. True
Why would someone
story.
watch that every day?
I don't know. When Harley was little, she watched certain movies every single day.
Pretty in
I watched
Pink,
Empire Strikes Back every
16
day.
Candles.
Okay, everyone's got their thing.
What do you mean watched? It was like he doesn't still do that.
Just watch
This-
Return of the Jedi on
All right,
This
next
next one is definitely mom's to
up.
take.
Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek. Who are you?
I want to know who some of our Schitt's Creek fans are
There's
because
very obvious answers here.
okay, this is Harley thinks it's obvious answers. I think it's a little tough. It's a little mix of things because sometimes I'll be watching the show and I'll be like, oh my God, John is David, or oh my God, Harley's David. But then other times I think Harley's Alexis. I am often Moira.
You're Moira.
I'm just gonna admit that.
Yeah,
now.
You're
that's
Moira.
easy.
Why is it easy? I'm not really a drama queen, but I'm definitely very like focused on the goal. And y'all need to just get with the plan. What the? For those of you listening, Harley just made a face like I am the drama queen.
I love you, babe.
You're really
Both of y'all
great,
need to
Mom.
sit down. What was the phrase?
Sit. Wait.
Take several seats.
Take several seats. Right.
Take the seats to Cap.
I feel like you're a good mix of Moira and the dad. Like you
Yeah.
have that sweet
Yeah, the
logical
business
side,
side.
but then most of the time you're like, what is going on? How are
I'm-
we gonna do this?
I'm Patrick.
Summer
Okay.
says I'm Moira. Period. You're Patrick.
Yeah.
sure.
Ah, I could see that. I'm telling you, there's times where David says things though where I'm like, that's so John.
You're either Patrick or Alexis's first boyfriend
Oh,
in
you're
the show.
definitely more
Mud?
Mutt.
no, not Mutt. Actually, the other her later boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Because he even
Oh.
does bad puns like
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah. Okay.
What is that boyfriend's name? Why am I forgetting? He's a main part
You've
of the
watched
show.
this a million
Yeah,
times.
you
No.
watched like 4 times the
Ted,
whole series.
Ted. It just came back.
Yes.
I had to do a Alexis head thing and then it came back. Isn't that weird?
Oh, if I'm anybody, I'm Stevie.
Yeah, you're 100%
Oh,
Stevie.
Yeah, you're totally Stevie. You're right.
Definitely
But
Stevie
Summer
vibes.
thinks that you are Moira and the dad mixed together. Oh no, that's me.
Yeah, I
Never
was like,
mind.
me
She's
now.
agreeing with you.
I don't know if we have time for the last one.
Sure, we do.
All right.
Wait, Adrian says somewhere between Jocelyn and Ronnie. Is that you, Adrian? Because that's a really interesting
Oh, yeah.
combo there.
Who's
Like
Ronnie.
Ronnie's like the
the
very serious,
city-
like just no guff. She's works at the city council and she'll just look at you and then I'd be like, no.
Oh, yeah.
But Jocelyn will like go with the flow and do whatever.
Yeah.
He also gives the Schitt's Creek owner vibe, though.
Oh,
Chris Elliott.
why can't I think of his Roland?
Roland.
Thank you, Roland shit.
Yeah. I'll
I
run
don't
with
know, man.
that.
Roland shit's kind of he's so obnoxious. I wouldn't
I
put
like
any
it.
people I like as Roland. Summer says she's Ronnie. She definitely is Ronnie. Okay, let's do our last one.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
I thought this was fun because I think that everybody thinks they know who you are, but they don't really. You guys will never guess who I think I am.
Who?
Who do you think I am?
If you
first?
don't say Woody, you're wrong.
No, you're Mr.
That was
Potato
my
Head.
first thought.
You're Mrs. Potato Head. Wait.
No.
Oh.
If anything, she's Mr. Potato.
Yeah, no, Mr. Potato Head.
My first thought was I could be I'm possibly Woody because the sheriff and making, but I think I'm Ham.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why are we not doing my idea?
I think I'm the dinosaur.
You don't
Rex.
think of the dinosaur.
Nervous Rex.
Hi-ya!
Harley's trickier.
I'm
think she-
Wheezy. He's,
Okay.
he's my favorite.
I feel like though you're a mix of like Bo Peep because you're level-headed.
The new Bo Peep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also there might be a little bit of another character in there that I haven't really maybe I don't know.
Spoony. Sporky.
No,
Porky?
Don't make anybody
Yeah.
Porky. Summer says Jen is Woody and Ham, so she agrees. Justine says John is definitely Rex.
Thank you.
We need to do more of
I-
this stuff.
I
This
am
was
self-aware.
So fun. All right. I guess that's our show, guys. We did it.
MJ, you gotta check this out.
It's time to go, Tiger. They'll be back next week.
I do want to say I love you nerds.
Yes.
I love our nerd group. Our private Facebook group it's a guaranteed laugh. Every single time I log in at least twice a day, and I laugh every time. So thank
guys
you,
are
nerds,
awesome.
for being awesome. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, it's All Nerds Welcome. allnerdswelcome.com. You can find it that way. It's very
Mhm.
easy, and you are welcome.
Yes, and you can find us on all our socials, or you can find her on all our socials at a Jen Page Film, and me at Jedi John Curtis.
Yes. So find us and let's keep the fun going. And you can check out all things all things nerd by visiting nerdcoupleshow.com. So thank you to our show producer, Harleen Quinzel.
The music by Chris Edgar.
Opening animation by Jesse Yang.
Show transitions by the talented Stephen Richardson.
And we guys are also now saying Keith and Lilia. We got to add them to our credits.
Yes.
For the awesome voices. And thank you guys, our live audience, our listeners. You are what makes this so fun. What a fun time.
Yes.
We will not be here next week. Sorry, we're in New York. We'll see you the Saturday after that.
2 weeks.
Bye. You've been listening to The Nerd Couple Show. If you're having fun nerding out with us, please subscribe to Apple Podcasts. Rate and review as it helps others find the show, which helps us keep delivering fun content. We're also on all of your other favorite podcast apps.
Nerd out all week with us on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. You can find us on all socials at Nerd Couple Show.
We want to hear from you. Send your questions and topics you think we should cover to nerdcoupleshow@gmail.com and check out our merch shop with original Nerd Couple Show designs. Visit nerdcoupleshow.com to find all the ways you can get into the conversation, including our private Facebook community where all nerds are welcome. Thank you again for being on this hero's journey with us.
'Cause you